Hi everyone, so I'm gonna unbox my new bracelet that I just got for my birthday. Today's February 1st, my birthday's on the 4th, so this is a true unboxing. I really bought this today, so I just want to unbox it so I can wear it. They do this really cool fold, like a tri-fold, and yeah, it looks really cool. They have this like fake wax seal on both sides as well. I did not get this wrapping for my love ring that I bought 2 years ago, so it was nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and just unbox it because I don't think I can ever tie this back. So this is the outer box it comes in. Open this up, and there is another box. And there's your clue. What's in here? You open here. And this is the yellow gold Juste on glue. I don't know if that's the correct way. I'm not French, so. But it's the nail bracelet. It is the smaller one, so the thinner one, and it is the bendy one. So I will get into that in a second, but I believe this was size 16. So yeah, that's the bracelet. An instruction manual on how to put it on. So there's the bracelet. It is the bendy one. And to just quickly show how this goes on, nail head at the top, the tip here, it goes on easier on your right wrist, and it just does that. Boom, done. And it's on. It does go on easier on your right wrist than your left, and I'll get into that, but first, let's see. I also got a pouch. This is the travel pouch, and I got crap on it. So it just snaps closed. There's a cushion for you to actually put it on so it doesn't like bend the bracelet out of shape. And then there's like a little pouch. She was telling me that if I took off my ring, I could also put it in there, so that's good. I don't even know where my ring pouch is, to be honest. I had it, but I have no idea where I left it because I usually just put it back in the box. And then this time I did ask for a cleaning kit. I didn't get one with my ring either. And I don't think she was going to give me one for my bracelet either, but I asked her for it because I needed the solution and the little brush to clean my ring, as well as the bracelet, I guess. So this is just the special lotion they make for it. I haven't even opened this. Let me see. Oh, it sprays. That's really cool. And then we have the little soft like toothbrush thing, and then a soft little cloth wipe it with, and then there's a little care booklet as well. It has been 2 days since I shot the last clip. I just wanted to unbox it so I could wear it, so now I can tell you a little bit more about how I wear it. But I forgot to show the certificate. It comes like this. This is very different from when I got my love ring 2 years ago. This is like a hard thing. I'm wearing it on my left wrist now, as you can see. I just don't really like wearing bracelets on my right hand. I wore it on my right hand that night, and it just felt weird because I always wear my bracelets on my left hand. So that's where I'm wearing it now. So I just wanted to go over taking it on and off basically, and then I'll talk about why I chose this bracelet over any of the other ones, because I have tried on all the different versions of the love bracelet, the small, the regular, and the cuff, as well as the regular Juste on glue, and of course this one. So I'll talk about that as well, why I chose this one. So first, this bracelet is a little bit more difficult to take off than it is to put on, but I do see people struggling and they like open it really wide. So taking it off, you kind of do have to pull. Oops, see, it's a struggle because you have to pull against it. It comes off like that. Okay. So this bracelet is easier to put onto your right wrist, because whether you wear it like this or like this, the bottom part always points to the right. So it's just easier because then you can do this. And it goes on. Taking it off is always annoying. One sec. There you go. So it's just a bit more awkward when you wear it on your left wrist because you have to obviously hold it with your right hand, and then you have to cross over your left hand and then you put it on. So before I put it back on, I also want to talk about which way you wear it. Now, I don't have any other bracelets to stack it with, and I don't plan to ever get any because I don't like clanging bracelets, and I also am just not interested in getting any other bracelets. If you do, then, you know, some people say it's better to wear it like this, like if you have love bracelets, because then the nail head rests against it. But keep in mind that the point of this bracelet will get caught on things, so it's better to wear it with the nail head at the top of your wrist, and that's how I wear it. It still can get caught on things sometimes, but it's less likely to happen wearing it like this. And I'll just show you wearing it on the left hand. Again, you always want to just slide it in where it opens. That's the easiest way to put it on. Yeah. So that's how you wear it. I did wear it in the shower yesterday. The first night I took it off. I don't think showering with it will do any harm to it. I don't think sleeping with it will do any harm to it unless you like thrash around in your sleep or something. Then it might get caught on something, but for me, not an issue. As far as why I bought this bracelet, so let's start with the love. So I really like the love bracelet. I like the way it looks. The main reason why I didn't get it is A, I don't want to wear something 24/7, and B, it does just feel a little bit too, I don't know, too substantial. It just feels like I'm wearing a handcuff, and I don't like that, and I don't think I'll get over that feeling. There's also a lot of quality issues. So with both of the love bracelets, they do screw on, and they've lately been known to just fall off. Like the screws just come undone, the bracelet falls off, and you either catch it or you don't. And if you don't, then that's pretty scary to lose the bracelet like that. And I just don't want to deal with that type of situation. The same quality issue has been happening with the regular size of this bracelet. So the regular size, obviously it's bigger, it has a hinge at the back, and it just clicks together at the front. So basically this bar right under the nail head, it comes off, it separates from the nail head, and it just clicks into place. The older one, you kind of had to like push it into this space, I don't know, like a keyhole type of space, so it was more secure. But the updated one, it just clicks into place. So I've seen a lot of videos and people saying that they have just been coming undone themselves as well. The bracelet opens and it falls off. So it's a lot of stress for such an expensive bracelet. Shouldn't be happening because they're very expensive. But really any bracelet with a closure of any type is going to have a risk of falling off. So that's that. That's why I didn't buy it. And the logic behind that is like, people are scared of this like bending out of shape or like getting damaged, and yeah, that totally could happen eventually over time. However, I'd rather it be damaged and I can take it to Cartier and have them fix it or replace it, rather than the bracelet falling off, me not catching it, and then Cartier's not going to give you a new bracelet because you lost it. So it's just peace of mind. Plus I like this, it's the lightest bracelet. Some people don't like that. It is a really light bracelet. It doesn't feel cheap or anything, but if you're used to heavier bracelets or you have a bunch of Cartier bracelets already, this might feel really lightweight and you won't like it. But for me, I wear it on its own. I don't plan to get any other bracelets, so this is totally fine for me. So that's kind of the logic. If you do want the love bracelet, I highly recommend trying the cuff. So the cuff has like an opening in the back and you just shove it on and off, so you don't have any screws that might come off. And also you have the freedom to take it on and off. It is actually pretty hard to take on and off. It's kind of painful. So if you wore it 24/7, I don't think it would really fall off. but you still have the option to take it on and off without damaging the bracelet or anything. So highly recommend checking that out. It's also way cheaper than the Love bracelet, but it looks the same from the front. So that's that Love cuff and this small Juste on Clou is the two options that are like least likely to come undone on their own, just because the way they go on and off makes it very unlikely. So something to consider if you wanted a bracelet from Cartier, and you don't want to deal with the possible quality issues of the bracelets falling off, which I would not want to. But yeah, that's it for me. I don't have any other plans to get anything. These are both yellow gold. I don't know if I said that. This is yellow gold. It only comes in yellow gold and pink gold. And this is also yellow gold. It's the small Love ring that I bought 2 years ago. I have a whole video on it if you want to see that. Yeah, that is everything. If you have any other questions, then you can leave them down below and I'll try to answer them. It has been a couple months since I filmed the unboxing and I have not edited and posted the video, so I thought I would throw in a clip of the wear and tear. So it's been about 3.5 months, except for the first day or two. I have been wearing this bracelet 24/7, so I do sleep and shower with it, and it's been totally fine. I will say it is actually pretty scratched. You can kind of see it. I have very harsh lighting. You can probably even hear the buzzing a little bit of the old lamp I have right beside me. So this artificial light shining directly on it will show the scratches, but I'll show you in a different less harsh light. You can't really see scratches in regular lighting. It's really only if you're very close up and you have really intense lighting on it. But I can tell myself that it is pretty scratched up. The top of the nail head here definitely gets scratched. For some reason this part and this part gets scratched more than the back of it, which is strange. This kind of has even scratching all over the back, whereas I have a few like particularly deep scratches on the front that I can like feel with my nail. But like I said, I'll show you in a different light. I did want to mention something, and that is that the back of the nail head, so this side, it does tend to get really dirty. It's a bit hard to clean because you have to kind of like wipe it from this side and that side and underneath. Obviously you can take off the bracelet, but I prefer not to. So you can kind of see, I think it just rubs against your arm and picks up your dead skin, so it can get kind of grimy, but you can wipe it off easily if you want to. The front of the nail head also, I can't twist my arm like that, but the front or the flat part also gets a bit grimy, but that's easier to wipe while the bracelet's on. So yeah, just so you know, it does get scratched, but it doesn't show in regular lighting as much. Like here you can see it more. So now we're in kind of like regular light. There is a lamp beside me, but it's not shining like crazy bright right onto my arm. And you can see it looks like there's no scratches at all. The bracelet is totally, it just looks like there's no scratches. So I've noticed in the few videos that I've seen on this bracelet, most people they say that there's like no scratches, there's nothing wrong with it. It's probably because they're looking at it in like regular lighting and not in like crazy harsh lighting. So it does look like there's nothing wrong with the bracelet in regular lighting. Even as I'm looking at it myself, there's a huge difference between like a harsh direct light versus like regular light. Okay, so I thought I'd also show you, I'm in front of a big window right now, so this is natural lighting, and as you can see, you can't really see scratches. It looks smooth and perfect, like nothing's wrong with it at all. So that's generally just what it looks like.